So here we go. You had to do this one on your own. So the first angle that hopefully you guys found was what? For number 7.
Oh, 28.8.
No, I mean like letter wise.
No.
Oh,
C.
C. Yes. So you have sine 40 over 4 equals sine C over 3. So I'm looking for angle C. I had side C. So I cross multiply. And since I'm looking for an angle, that means I have to use the what?
Negative sign.
Sine negative 1, the inverse. I have to first divide by 4 though, to get it by itself. And then
Like inverse.
I take the inverse. So this is what I'm typing into my calculator. And I think everybody was able to get to this point. What you guys get again for C? Now what was it about?
0.82.
0.82. Awesome. Here you have to check for the ambiguous case. You have to do 180 minus the angle you just found. And what was that when you subtracted it?
151.28.
So this could possibly be your new angle C in some second triangle. So 151.18 and then 40.
It's a very small 151.
But don't you add
It is a
those?
very small
But
151.
don't you add those together and see if they exceed or negative?
You want to add those together and see if you can find a positive third angle. The truth of the matter is when you add 40 and 151.18, you get 191. And you can't exceed 180 degrees in a triangle. So there was only one triangle for this particular case. So only one triangle. Did anybody get more than one? Cool deal. So I don't even worry about this now. I just go ahead and I finish off this problem. 180 degrees in a triangle, so what's angle A?
111.18.
Awesome. And then to find side A, I use what I'm given, which would be inside B. And then I use the sine of 111.18 over A. Cross multiply. One person raise their hand and tell me, why do I not have to take the inverse here? Raise hand, raise hand, raise hand. That's
You're not looking for the angle.
I'm not looking for an angle. I'm looking for a side. The only time I use the inverse is when I'm looking for a side.
You mean an angle?
What did I say?
Side.
Side A. The only time you use the inverse is when you're looking for an angle, not a side. Not a side. Okay, so what number did you guys get here?
5.8.
Zero?
Yeah, but
Raise your hand if you got that. All right. This example. Oh, run out of time. Okay. Here we go. What should I find first? Which angle should I find first? C, not measure. Sine 40 over 4 equals sine C over 5. The same setup as before. Cross multiply. Cross multiply. Divide both sides by 4.
53.6.
Wait, get right there fast. Then I take the sine inverse of this. And what?
53.43.
53.46. This is a side-side angle situation, so I have to check for the ambiguous case. What do I do?
Subtract the first angle found by 180.
Take the angle I found from 180 and I get a measure of?
126.54.
That could potentially be an angle C in a new triangle. So this could be 126.54. Angle B still stays 40. Side B still stays 4. Side C still stays 5. Did you find angle A?
Yes.
Did it exist?
Yes.
Yes, it did. What was its value?
13.46.
Because you added up 40 and 126.54 and subtracted from 180. So you have 2 triangles here. Okay? So I'm going to have 2 different pieces of information. What's angle A in my first triangle?
86.54.
86.54. Awesome. So then what is side A in my first triangle? What you guys get?
6.21.
6.21. Hopefully, you set it up as the sine of 40 over 4 equals the sine of 86.54 over A. Yes, you're going to have to use a value that you found to find a side, but that's the only way that you're going to be able to do this. cross multiply and solve, and yes, you get 6.21. Over here, this A, we'll label it prime so I know the difference between triangle 1 and triangle 2. Hopefully you set it up as the sine of 40 over 4 equals the sine of 13.46 over A prime. Cross multiply and solve. What you guys get for A prime?
1.45.
1.45?
Yes.
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 Good job. So here are all my answers. Questions?
No.
How was this?
I got it
Easy.
down.
Okay. Well, your homework today